Guys, this is the team I'm using in DD7 City, and I'm about to finish the last node. There are only 2 nodes, not 3, so it shouldn't be more difficult. I'm very satisfied with everyone on the team. I brought big time. I will go in detail on all of them. I just want to showcase a little bit the notes before that. I'm burning my cooldowns, it's not important anymore. Let's put some blades here because they will reset. And he didn't have a vulnerable, it's confusing with as you see, my team now here is very dominant, and it shouldn't take me more than a few seconds to finish with the nodes. Robbie does do a lot of the work, like most of the work. I cannot imagine a team without Robbie. Robbie was a carry. This is only the second attack. I almost one-shot the node. About to go, so maybe we kill him before we gain a little bit. And okay, I like how Molcher survived. Let's throw it, why not? Also will get a kill, he will bleed out, and Noir will get a kill. Okay, so generally speaking, I recommend this team. I brought Spider-Man big time only because I had a lot of tech gear and he's very cheap, and I had his unique. Almost enough, not too far to bring a second character for this. So let's go for city in one moment. And we'll showcase also in city. Let's showcase one moment here. Okay, so it's only 2 nodes. 1, 2. At the beginning, it seemed a bit tricky, and why Spider-Man Noir seemed almost like a detriment because they spawn with a Black Cat. Black Cat was a little bit annoying because she had the least health, so Spider-Man Noir would hit her, she would be getting into stealth, and then you couldn't kill her, and she had a revive. So I decided not to hit her, hit one of the other sides, is in the middle, and then used a big times ultimate on her, flipped all the bleeds, and she ended up not being in stealth, and Robbie got a lot of speed bar by all her death proofs turning into bleeds, and he perma-killed her with his basic, with his perma-kill. I did some damage to the rest. I thought it was good enough at the beginning because she was very challenging and had to reset a lot of times to be able to one-shot her because she steals the revive from Noir, so he dies and he's perma-killed. After that, it wasn't too difficult, and it's actually I healed the second day because I had all the heals. The first day I was very close and I didn't want to core. And then only Robbie died. I revived him. I did clear most of the nodes. As you see, I went into day to just do the cleanup, and now I'm waiting for global. Let's take a look at my team to talk a tiny bit more about each specific character and if I would recommend them or not. So I want to put here non-legendary. Okay, so Robbie was the MVP. He was the same basically than Dark Dimension 6. He's an amazing character. He has a lot of value outside of a Dark Dimension as well. And as 3 Diamond striker, he would, and having people like Noir with Blitz helping him a little bit go faster, he, especially in the second node, he did a lot of work. He died on the first node kinda early, I think in both my first attacks. Generally speaking, he's the #1 character you want to bring in City. Vulture was nice. He has his slow that he puts a lot of people and offense down and clears positive effects with a lot of focus. He does a Terminator Wind, which is very nice. He drains himself and he gets speed bar on any death, so he takes a lot of turns. And this does a lot of damage, also per negative effects that your team will put out, and by if the opponent is under 50% health, that opponents tend to play with your team. So he's a very nice character. I wouldn't say mandatory. I wouldn't even say that he was the second best, at least not by very noticeably, because in Dark Dimension 6 it was a 2-man show, Robbie and then Vulture. Here it was a little bit more spread out. Other people did a lot of stuff. He definitely felt noticeable. I wouldn't say he's mandatory, he's cheap. He only takes 2 pieces. He's a flexible character that you can use in War and in Crucible. You can use him in Crucible with Cabal, you can use him with Sinister 6. Because he's cheap, I really like Vulture, and he did great, just not as great as Dark Dimension 6. Noir seemed like a detriment at the beginning. He's a part of the Spider Society, so he's a commander, he does a lot of damage there. He's plug and play in Crucible. You can put him with a team like a Hive Mind, and he gives them more damage because he gives damage to Spider-Verse, and he goes first and might drop some people. So he's a cheaper option than Super Skull to put with them in some cases, especially before Spider Society was fully a thing. Like you should do this. He helped, he gets a lot of turns. He has the same Super Skull passive with per positive effects, he gains 10% speed bar. He doesn't gain per negative effects on your team, but per opponent's positive effects he gains. He now does a lot of damage. He puts a lot of blitz out that help Robbie go faster, so he works good with him there. I wouldn't say he's mandatory. I don't know necessarily if he was like the third best character. Probably he was, because he did put a lot of damage out and he sped up Robbie. And clearing taunts is a nice extra. He gets speed bar when the opponent like has immunity and you hit him, and he doesn't get negative effects. So he gains a lot of speed bar by his kit. He gains evade here, that makes him a little bit more survivable. He has a stealth mechanic. He's definitely a recommendation. I wouldn't necessarily say he's mandatory, but he's very nice. I like Big Parker, mostly because his value outside of Dark Dimension, but he was great there. He was very survivable, he keeps out putting evade to himself and Noir. He called him for an assist. He has here also in the passive assist sounds per Spider Society ally, so he would assist even other teammates like Robbie and making him double tap. Not the most likely, but it's 20%, not bad. And where is it? On turn, he applies assist now to a high damage Spider-Verse ally, so Noir would always assist him. Here he would attack one more time, because he's Hero Spider-Verse ally with a least speed bar because he's only Hero Spider-Verse, I think, in the team. Besides, it's also Spider-Man big time. But he calls a lot of assists, he heals your teammates, he's very annoying in Cosmic Crucible and War defense. He's using 2 raids. Generally speaking, showing how well B. Parker and Noir did, I would totally recommend, if you wanted to wait and bring the best team in, to bring Spider Society. Spider Society is an amazing team. Or more Spider Society members. They are amazing everywhere right now. I just don't have the tech. Like, even getting 25, I think, of those. By finishing one of the city nodes, I still don't have enough, so I only brought B. Parker, which I think is the most important character when you put them on defense to have big. And I brought big time because he's cheap. He did a lot better than I expected. He was tanky. He gains yeah, he gains stealth. He gains I think dodge chance, 20% dodge chance. This was very nice. Flipping all positive effects and negative effects, putting disrupted on somebody that's going to taunt. If you flip, he would flip very often positive effects that will turn into blitz and they will give speed bar to Robbie. He would survive a lot longer than I thought. I thought because he wouldn't have red stars, he would die kinda faster. I like that he got fast. He put out the vulnerable. Robbie could double tap in that. He puts out defense downs. He's a fast character. He's flexible. I didn't build in sensation, and I brought him from level 65 only for this. Not only for this, but to get into city faster, so I could get with Dark Dimension faster. Because if I waited for all the gear for one more Spider Society member, it would take a long time. I'm satisfied by him. He has some weird stuff in his passive that controllers in war defense gain less speed bar and generate less speed bar. He now has the war season buffs, so he's like a plug and play war defense character right now, and he has some good uses in Cosmic Crucible offense that I'm very into. So I like his revive strip, so you can get through Infinity Watch a couple of turns faster. I like that he gets extra focus and flips everything, so you can try to counter a Black Knight. I think he's a valuable character. I don't know if I will Dark Promotion character. I would put Dark Promotion him. I'm also kinda hopeful that maybe they will put here in one of the next battle passes 4 of his red stars like they did with Zombie Iron Man. I thought the first one was cheap. I just put it in the middle of the city. Costs only 300. I said, okay, that's a lucky drop of those orbs here. I got a lucky drop. Very recently, and 300 I think is reasonable. Gives him a little bit of survivability. He's tanky though, even in this stats, and he did do moderate amount of damage. I like that he's fast. He puts out a lot of vulnerables. He puts out defense downs. I see no value in this if you don't T4 if you don't have his full team. And I did throw him now with Secret Defenders as an experiment on war defense instead of OG Doctor Strange, and he gains all the buffs now. He has offense down, offense up, defense up, safeguard. He goes very fast, puts out the disrupted, might annoy somebody. I think he's a valuable plug and play war defense character, a valuable plug and play war offense. He was cheap, and now we're looking into global, and I think I did the right choice because worst case it took me one more day than if I brought a different Spider Society member to get through it, but Spider Society might take me a couple of months to get the gear for them, and I will bring them on my second run because I will get a lot of gear here. I think Mephisto sooner is more valuable, and I don't necessarily need to have everyone at gear 19 for anything. I already have 2 of them and I'm very happy with them, but I would definitely recommend them. Everyone I brought.